Hey there, girlfriend. Are you in an eyeshadow plateau? Well, you have come to the right place. If you've ever asked yourself, how can I achieve a plum smoky eye look? I am here to share that with you today. So we will see you inside. Let's spice it up a little bit. Hi there, my name is Ingafay, and I'm a confidence coach and beauty enthusiast. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the must-have brushes to achieve this plum eye look. Secondly, we're going to discuss how to prep your eyes for color. And then last but definitely not least, girlfriend, we will give you a step-by-step tutorial on how it is done. Let's do this, shall we? So now let's talk about what are the must-have brushes that I use for this look. Now, when it comes down to eye brushes, there are pretty much three brushes that you are going to want to use to have that great look for excellent blending and application. And I will tell you, the first brush that I absolutely love is the all over eyeshadow brush, and that's this brush here. It is a flat brush that you can use primarily on your lid, sometimes up under your brow, just depending on the look. But it really allows you to put the eye color on in a nice, regimented fashion where you don't have a whole lot of fallout. So this is a brush that I highly, highly recommend. So if you don't have this in your toolkit yet, be sure to get an all over eyeshadow brush. The next brush that I would recommend is the crease brush. And I love the crease brush because, as you can see, it does have a little slant to it. It allows you to use windshield wiper motions when you actually apply your eyeshadow in your crease area. It's great for that crease color, typically a little bit darker than any of the other colors. And like I said, it's great for application. I use it a lot doing a V at the corner of my eye, and you'll see what I did with that later on. But this is definitely a must-have brush. So you definitely want to have a crease brush in your toolkit. And last but definitely not least, I am a firm believer you definitely need to have an eye blending brush. The eye blending brush is what's going to bring it all together, girlfriend. It's going to help your eyeshadows look like a mirage of colors more so than three different colors or however many colors that you're using that particular day. This is going to blend everything together and just make it look crystal clean and just beautifully mixed together. So if you don't have an eye blending brush in your toolkit, girlfriend, by all means, make sure that you do so. So these are the three brushes that I actually recommend: the blending brush, the all over eye brush, and then your crease brush. So I'm curious, are you currently using these three types of brushes now? I would love to know where you stand, or, if I taught you a little something today. Comment below and let us know what you're thinking. So now we're going to talk about what I did to prep my eyes before I even put on my color. How do you prep your eyes for color, Inga? Well, we're going to get down to the bottom of that today. Now, as you can see in this video, I am applying a concealer. I'm a little dark around my eyes, so I always apply the concealer on my lid as well as up under my eyes and right above my brow. So I have concealed my eye area to make sure that everything is an even tone. So when I apply the color, it's ready to go. Now, I didn't tell you, but I did before I actually applied the concealer. I did fill in my brows. For those of you who don't know, I do have sparse brows. And if you want to check out how to fill in those sparse brows, be sure to check out the sparse brow tutorial. And there will be a link at the bottom in the description. But you want to make sure that you're filling in your brows first and then putting on the concealer. So I just wanted to make sure that I shared that first step first. So it's fill your brows, then the concealer. And then last but definitely not least, girlfriend, you want to proceed by putting on some eye primer. Why do you need eye primer? Well, eye primer is going to keep that eyeshadow on your eye all day. It's going to really extend your wear. In addition to that, it will also help the eyeshadow from creasing in your eyelid. I know for the older folks, this can be a problem that your eyeshadow creases really like in the crease of your eye. So to avoid that from happening, you put that eye primer on and let it sit for about a minute or two before you actually apply your eyeshadow. And then after you do that, girlfriend, you are then ready to apply eye color. So before we go on to the step-by-step tutorial on how to apply this Plum Smoky eye look, I wanted to remind you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We upload a video every Tuesday for your viewing pleasure, and we don't want you to miss a beat, so be sure to subscribe. So now, girlfriend, we are going to talk about this Plum Smoky eye look. We're going to give you a step-by-step tutorial on exactly what to do. So first thing I wanted to do is to actually show you the eye colors. This smoky eye look consists of 4 colors, and these are the colors here. We have the Merlot. The Merlot is the darkest plum. This also has a Starry Night, which is that shimmery blue. We also have a Sweet Plum, and last but definitely not least, we have a Cinnabar to blend it all together. So in this tutorial, you will see, as I am doing right now in this video, is I'm applying that Merlot first, and I'm applying that with that all over eyeshadow brush that I was telling you about, and I'm putting that on my lid. Now, when I do this smoky eye, I want to stay on the lid for this particular color because, as you can see, as I just showed you, we are actually going to use 4 different colors. So this color, Merlot, is just primarily for the lid. So just put it on the lid. So I put it on both sides. I put it on my left side as well as my right side. So that is the Merlot. Then the next color I apply is the Starry Night. Now the Starry Night is applied using the crease brush. It's that slanted brush that I first showed you in the beginning. And when we do the crease brush, we're actually doing a V, the V with the point at the tip of our eye. And it's going to be in the crease of our eye, that's Starry Night, as well as coming down towards our lashes for that V symbol. And then we blend it with the crease brush. Now, I want to point out to you, as you can see in this video, the colors are not very well blended. And I know that for people that are novice, they get really nervous when the colors start looking crazy like that. So I wanted to make it a point to point that out to you, that in the beginning, when you are first blending your eyeshadow together, it's going to look kind of crazy. But when you finish it up in the end, it's going to be a mirage of colors. So it will look very nice and crisp. And you will even see where I touch it up a bit by cleaning off some of the excess eyeshadow. So I wanted to show that to you as well, so you can really see a real view of how eyeshadow is actually applied. So now, after we have used the Merlot and the Starry Night, we're going to then move into the Plum. Now, one thing that I noticed about this look when I did it this time is that the Plum really popped. And I realized that it popped more when I did it this time than what I've done in the past, is because I had cleaned my brushes before I actually did this look. Now, I wanted to reiterate that point, that if you really want your look to pop and your brushes to give you the best performance, it is in your best interest to make sure that you're cleaning your brushes on a regular basis. Spot cleaning, just kind of getting the eyeshadow out of the brushes with a brush cleaner, and then actually doing a deep cleanse on the brushes at least every 2 weeks, especially if you have oily skin, because it will prevent a breakout. I'm looking out for the oily skin folks like me. So the Plum that I apply here, it really pops when I put it on. And I didn't think it was going to pop as much because you look at it, it's a little bit lighter than the Merlot. But when I put it on top of that, it really does pop on top. So that is the 3rd color that I apply on the lid. And then last but definitely not least, I proceed with the Cinnabar. And the Cinnabar is really just the brown that's blending it all together, just making it true mirage of colors to really make it pop and give you that beautiful look. So this is a picture of the final look. I closed my eyes so you can really see what it looks like. But I wanted to show you that so you could see the final product, that this step-by-step tutorial could exactly walk you through. So the 4 colors again are Merlot, Starry Night, Sweet Plum, as well as Cinnabar. If you are interested in those products, you can check out the links with the product list in the description. And as always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.